I found, some old notes of my ex, who, yes, unfortunately, I still love and I'm trying to get over it. But it's pretty hard when you have no friends, no anything for over 2 years. No dates, no anything. We all know it's easier to get over someone when you go with someone else. But I've been noticing some garbage cans, everything that's square. Sorry about this. Everything that's square has been done to me. So this morning I straightened out everything, and now, whoops, look, we have two diagonal things, which I absolutely straighten. Also, we do know that because I was charged with arson and went to prison for 5 days. Actually, I'll do a video today about the prison for 5 days and the fact that the only reason I stayed there for 5 days is because I refused to say my ex-boyfriend's name. Yes, I refused to say my ex-boyfriend's name because I don't do that. Even though he had everything robbed I worked for 20 years for. Even though there were 27 user codes at 3055 Sherbrooke Street West. Even though the neighbors, if they deny seeing people come down, it's not true. I won't give up any names, of course, and that's it. But look. We're talking about scales, garbage cans, everything's placed diagonally, along with my mother sleeping diagonally, just like my ex used to do. I have to record this. I don't know whether it will reach any authorities, nor do I think it's appropriate. But I do know that in 2010 and 11, somehow my social insurance number was changed. And because I'm a little bit disorganized, I was then anyways, I've had to become super, super diligently organized. I didn't really notice the 3 numbers in the middle of my social insurance number, which is 9 numbers, which are 9 numbers. I apologize. Yeah. So if anything does happen to me, I do have papers with a plan to kill me and, unfortunately, a Canadian Tire bill with all the items bought. And my answer was, I was mad at you. We had broken up. Is it normal to want to kill and dissolve a woman that you weren't going out with, that you once loved, and give your identity to someone else, as well as the Gmail that he created for me? Is it normal? We'll just see. But I'm tired of being treated like a second-class citizen. I am so tired of being accused. My heart starts pounding. My mother says I stole this, I stole that. Well, she's sitting on her phone that I stole. Why would I steal a phone when I have 3 of my own? Why would I steal anything? All I do is try to help everybody, and it's just never good enough. So, Kibitz and Bits, the true live story of Kimberly Ann Ryan Solomon. It really is turning into be a nightmare. The bank doesn't have my correct social insurance number and says it's no big deal. That's CIBC. I says, pardon. That would be the champ from Vancouver. Yeah, I says, pardon. I am forced to do this because I am tyrannized in this place. I don't want to show my face right now. But this is a room that was supposed to be made for me. Instead, I'm still sleeping with my mother, pressed up against my mother, and no TV after 12 o'clock. But sometimes she forgets, and then I'm trapped there, like not being able to watch TV or anything. Keep in mind, that the police called me from the train station and asked me, does your mother walk? I said, absolutely. They told me, well, then she's inebriated. Can we take her to your house? I said, absolutely. Ted also, William Edward Connolly, also passed around a picture of my mother under a table. He made photocopies of it with her passed out under a table. I would like to say that my mother has not had a drink in about 6 to 9 months, and I'm very, very proud of her. Very proud of her. And that's all. Kibitz and Bits, Kimberly Ann Ryan Solomon. But it seems that this house is so on edge, so doing lunatic things, that I don't know whether I'm better off going to Montreal, Quebec, Canada, or not. I do know that I've spent $30,000 since I've been here, and unfortunately, my mother and I both ran out of money at the same time. I was putting a copious amount of money in the house, and so I'm expected to do, as I have no rent. But to have, when I get treated poorly and yelled at, last night, for example, I slept in the bathtub, and I was blamed for taking indoor-outdoor furniture and laying it in a bathtub because I didn't want to be yelled and screamed at and accused of anything. And I got in trouble for bringing down that, even though they had been out there for like 2 to 3 weeks in rain, sun, everything. You know, I thought of what can I not damage, and instead, again, any opportunity to be blamed, I'm being blamed. So 2011 is the year that everything went awry. Everything ran awry. And I also want to know why the old brewery mission in Montreal, Quebec, Canada has a familiar number. Do. Kibitz and Bits. Please, please, please stop. People in Nova Scotia have been incredible to me, hugging me, admitting, this is a terrible thing that's been done to me. Everything. They've admitted everything, basically. And they feel very, very bad for me, as well as the Montreal, Quebec Fire Department telling me that it is the saddest story that I've ever heard. I'm trying to build self-esteem here, but it seems like I make 2 steps forward and then someone yells and screams and tells me I'm nothing and reminds me of all the mistakes I've made and how I forgave a human being that I shouldn't have, and then I go right back to nothing. Anyways, Kibitz and Bits. One thing for sure, Pinel is an institution. I did go to a psychiatrist there because I had to after the arson charge that I was proven innocent again. And she said there is no mental illness, just like 20 other psychiatrists that I have the name. There is no mental illness at all. She's had a terribly hard life, especially the last 8 years. That's all. And I will be videotaping the letters and stuff that I'm finding in my mother's books. That's it. Thanks. Kibitz and Bits. Kibitz et Bits. Montréal, Québec. Non, ça se fait Québec, Canada. Oui, je m'excuse. Salut. Goodbye, everybody. Kibitz et Bits. Kibitz and Bits. Merci. Thank you.